Okay, quick little video on a battery charger and tender that I got. I went with the Ducati brand. Little bit of information you'll need. If you have the V4S, you need to get the battery charger that is for the lithium battery. Unfortunately, that's the black one. I just really wanted the red one, but the red one is for the standard batteries, I guess. So again, V4S, you need to have the lithium battery charger. So anyway, got this, and what it is in the package is you have the actual charger, and then the part that plugs into the wall, which is here on the left, the part that goes into the wall, the outlet. And then from there, the other plug, this thing is quite long, the other plug is a standard, just a standard 12-volt type plug. Then they give you 3 adapters. First adapter is a plug like this. And then, of course, this part plugs into the standard 12-volt at the end there. And then the second one is this plug. And again, 12-volt plug at the end. And the third one is if neither of those work, then you can hook it straight to the battery and your 12-volt plug. So, at the dealership, they had installed this right here. And I thought it was just standard from the manufacturer. I didn't know any better. And with it blinking, I thought that's where I would plug the charger in. But it doesn't fit either of those plugs. So I found out after calling the dealership, that's just a proprietary plug that they use based off of the type of battery charger or tender they sell, which I wish I'd have known because they rave about it. So I probably would have done that. Anyway, so I was just dreading taking this apart again. If you recall from my video with the wireless charger for the quad lock, I barely got all that stuff to fit underneath the battery cover. So I was dreading taking all that out, taking the plastic pieces off to get to the battery properly and run the cords. I was going to take that one off and then run the other battery one and then put that on there. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, that's going to be a nightmare. And not a nightmare, just a pain in the rear. So then I thought, well, I actually called the dealership when he explained the proprietary plug. I said, oh, well, I thought that's where they hooked up the computer. And his tone of, no, you're an idiot. Great guy. He was a great guy. But from his tone, I realized, uh-oh. Dumb comment, because it does just hook to the battery. He said that's under the seat. So I took these 2 screws out. You have one screw right here, one screw right there. Didn't take them out, just loosened it or got them unscrewed, and take the seat off. And lo and behold, there is the plug that matches one of the plugs that they give. That's what hooks up to the computer, and that's where the Ducati battery tender will plug into. So I will get that plugged in and show it to you. The other thing is in that box you can see a hook. That's so you can hook the battery charger somewhere. I think I'm going to hang it from the lever guard. We'll see if that works. So I'll get that all hooked up and get right back to you. Okay, it is hooked up. Now they suggest to not use these with an extension cord. But if you have to, as I do, at this location of where it's at now, because my shop is not completed yet. If you remember from some of my earlier videos, it was pretty rough. It's still kind of messy, but it's finally drywalled. It's all drywalled, the ceiling, the rest of the walls. I'm getting ready for some paneling. I'll have it finished, hopefully a month or 2. But anyway, the extension cord I'm using is a very thick gauge extension cord. You need to make sure of that because it does carry a lot of heat, a lot of amps. But I put it on a brick. I was going to hang it, as I said, from the lever guard, but it just wasn't practical. It left a cord that somebody might trip over, and it didn't hang properly. So I put it down here. Make sure this thing does heat up. Make sure you're not going to put it on anything that can catch fire from heat. So I put it on a brick just to get it up off the floor. And then it was running straight up to here, but what I did is overthought it and just put it through here. I didn't like the stress it was putting on this cord hanging, but it just plugs right in, and then plugs right into that, and it is rolling. This plug, when you take your seat off, you'll see it does have a dummy plug to plug that in and keep the weather out of it. To get that plug off, all you do is just push this. This is just a lever, kind of like a teeter-totter. Just push that down and pull that plug out, and then that is where this plug plugs in. And that is all there is to it. It is green to show power, and then the middle one is charging. I haven't gone over all the LED signals yet, but I would imagine when it's just on a trickle, that third light to the bottom, which is the right of it, but the bottom towards us, would be on, I would imagine. So that is it. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate all the watches and all the comments. You know, as I always talk about, always have a cigar. So today's cigar is the Nicaraguan AVO. So let me know what you smoke. I might try a good one from your suggestion. Take care. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.